Over 86% of you are not subscribed, so if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell and set it to all, because if you don't, you won't get notified for all of my videos. We're trying to hit 600 subscribers so we can move on to the next Pretty Kill Let's Play. So without further ado, let's try to make this happen. Gokugenyo everyone, the Starlight Let's Player is here, and welcome to part 8 of 7 Pirates H. So I just want to set the record straight. Originally this was recorded like a few days ago, but during the midst of the 5th episode of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, what ended up happening is that I accidentally deleted not only the original video, but I also ended up accidentally deleting part 8 of the video. So, and I did not have an extra save file for that part, because for part 8, this is where we actually get the final treasure. We face off against the final boss of this game. Not the final boss of this game, but the final boss of the secret treasure in order to get the final treasure. So I ended up accidentally deleting it permanently, and there was no other save file that I had that I could actually use. Unfortunately, I had to go with an extra. I had to spend 5 hours going back to the point to where I was, which was trying to get to the, which was actually me unlocking the Twin Peaks volcano, and actually unlocking the chance to actually get to the final treasure. So, yeah, here we are once again. I'm on a different save file, as you can see, which is why some of these, which is why the characters actually have a higher health, higher HP. Anyway. As you saw there were actually 2 infos that I had to complete, and once you actually read those infos, you go to those specific islands, the Weathered Ruins and the desert, and you'll find those 2 purple surveys. You'll get to those surveys, actually interact with those, get the 2 surveys, and you'll get the 2 items you'll need to unlock, to complete let's make a deals, which is 11 and 12. So complete those, and you'll be able to get the other 2 torn maps, which will give you the chance to finally go to the Twin Peaks volcano. So now I'm back to the point where I was. I had to complete this event, which starring my 2 favorite characters. My 2 favorite characters of this game, Sakura and Rindo. And after that, we go to the Twin Peaks volcano, and we defeat the final boss of the in order to get the secret treasure. So yeah, I really hate that for that to happen. I really tried my best trying to restore that file. I tried to check in my recycling bin, but that was nowhere to be found. So unfortunately, like I said, I had to spend 5 hours trying to get back to where I was, starting from the beginning all the way to where I all to where I actually stopped at. And now these 2 are actually talking about who's less useful to the team, which is ridiculous considering the fact that both of them are pretty useful in their own ways. Not to mention that they have been having smooth sails throughout this whole. I don't know how I can talk, but they haven't really encountered much. They haven't really encountered much trouble since then. Things were actually going real smoothly. Yeah, y'all were asked to be in his gang and to be useful, and you 2 are very useful. So why even make this into a whole conversation? Poe actually believes in you 2, just, you know, on the same level as Luffy believing in his own crew.
私もその意見に賛成だわ。そこに気づくなんてリンドさんもやるわね。
But I digress. Anyway, now we're on our way to the Twin Peaks volcano. And unfortunately for this part, there's no booby training here. I've already completed that. I pretty much did that off screen, so yeah, no booby training for this part, which is a first, unfortunately. Sorry guys. But at the time of this recording, I will say that I'm getting close. That I do plan on getting to the 700th episode by the end of this month. So yeah, I know I said earlier that I should be able to catch up by the end of August, but that ended up being a lie, considering that there was a lot of other things I had to go on, like making these videos. But yeah, I should probably do an extra video showing off everybody running in these dungeons, because I haven't really done much with that. I've only shown off Paru running through dungeons, as well as Sakura, and now I'm showing Rendo. So yeah, I should probably show off the rest. Anyway, there's torn map number 13, which is a lot of people actually had trouble trying to find. So, and I know there was an actual page which actually explains how you can get to it, but I'm gonna show you all how you can get to the 13th torn map. When you get to this area, you go straight past the event scene, climb up this giant rock, and boom, torn map number 13 found. And now we can finally get to that event sequence. So yeah, a lot of people really had issues trying to find that 13th torn map. There you go. And I had to keep pressing the A button and pressing the Y button like back and forth, because I forgot to set the text for this file. I forgot to set the text to actually speed up the text speed. So the text will be going slow, so I had to keep pressing the A button and then press the X button, not the X button, but the Y button, like back and forth, just to make sure things keep going, just to make sure things get moving. I mean, she's done much for the team. It's just that you guys were really strong. And yes, Parut has boobs, big boobs. That's how they look in the actual cutscene. But like I said, once you get into the actual fights themselves or in the dungeons, they look really stretched out. Belly Stella, next time work on your boob game, because these are not the proper way to actually make these boobs bigger. I love the concept of the booby training, but the design, but at least when doing these booby trainings, at least make sure that these boobs actually look pretty round. At least take some steps from how Tamsoft and Marvelous does it with Sim and Kagura. Oh, now y'all trying to kill Otan. How do you expect for a seal monster boy to actually swim through lava. If he touched that lava, he's gonna be turned into a fried seal.
秘宝を見つけたらリンドちゃんが3秒以内に秘宝とオットンを回収すればいける。3秒持たないってのは3秒大丈夫。
I also forgot to mention one. I also forgot to mention for all the DLC, you not only get those opie extracts and not only be able to crack eggs easily, well, like really fastly, but you also get a bra and panty set of Otons. So, which is actually an Oton eye patch set, so that's something to actually look forward to wearing. Though once again, they don't actually wear these in cutscenes. These are only just equipable just to increase your attack, defense, and agility. And I understand that, but I would appreciate this game more had they actually went the extra mile to actually make it to where we can actually see these characters wearing these bras and panties. You know, something like how Neptunia did it.
なんだこのヘンテコモンスターは。火口から出てくるなんて普通じゃない。
Excuse me. Oh my god, that's gotta be one of the most ridiculous roars I've ever seen for a monster. Though, to be fair, I've seen dogoos. I've seen dogoos. I've seen 8-bit robots. All of these monsters from Neptunia, so I can't really be that surprised.
こんな姿になったって感じが。そんな話は聞いたことないな。火口の中に潜って探すよりは倒す方が簡単よ。もし逃がすようなこと。
Oh, really? Try that original plan, which involves killing Oton.
今回だけは絶対に倒すじ。
おっと、みんないつも無理ばかり言ってごめん。でもそれもこれで終わりよ。
Axel. 1, you are the captain of this gang, and 2, I doubt this will be the last time. Seeing that this isn't really the end game, the be all end games.
こいつを倒して秘宝を手に入れて終わりにしよう。
So to be fair, it kind of makes sense for it to believe that, considering that Potter was only looking for all 7 of the secret treasures. But anyway, we're facing up against a Peppermint Whale. Really? Sir, everyone, that is a red-eyed black whale. Why even call it a Peppermint Whale? If you want us to go with that name, make the actual whale look peppermint, which is red and white, not red and black. Okay, that's not how it works. That is pretty much the red and black. That is pretty much on the equivalence of a red-eyed black dragon. Look at this fucking Buster riding the whale. Still, this isn't really not really losing much sleep for this one. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't really encounter any issues when trying to go back to this whole thing. And I also say yet another thing. I've only encountered one game over throughout my first whole playthrough. I've only had one game over, and that was it. So remember, be sure to save before going into these extra events, because you never know what these events are gonna be. They could actually be a key point to the next location, or they could just be a straight up fight. So be sure to save just in case you might get a game over. So I kind of wish this game actually gave us a option to actually retry the match. You know, like how Hyperdimension Neptunia and Neptunia X Senran Kagura Ninja Wars, how those two games actually did it. They gave you the option to actually restart the battle or just give up and get a game over. That's something that I would appreciate more. Like I said, this quote Peppermint Whale isn't really making us lose any sleep at this point. Like, look at that! Look at how stretched out her titties are. God damn. But yeah, he'll attack normally at times. He'll also use his explosion attack, and also use a certain skill that will actually decrease your agility. So if you have any almighty potions, you can actually counter those skills. And I just love that skill of Sakura's. That is a mixture of sexiness and cuteness. Like all P. Yes, you use that in order to decrease your stats. However, if your characters are aroused, they can actually resist that. So that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna use a love potion on Rindo. Now both Rindo and Poron are both aroused, which gives me the chance to actually use my which gives me a chance to use their final skills. The Dragon Flare and the Dragon Flare and the Spectral Mist. I swear, if I was actually in the YouTube partner program, this video will probably get demonetized. Either way, we finally defeated the Peppermint monster. We defeated the Peppermint Whale, and we finally got the secret treasure. Wait, how is all that? Was it inside the whale's body or something? If it's slimy and wet. I mean, I'm sure she'll be able to get back safe. It's not like she was teleported to like a different. It's not like she was teleported or anything like that. She was just like drifted away from where she was. She was just drifted away from her friends.
ましょう。
So yeah, One Piece has the Devil Fruits powers, while this game has Monster Girls.
これで胸を張って帰れる。
I can imagine One Piece and these pirates actually actually collaborating for once. But either way, yeah, so as we got into Torn Map 13, we unlocked a new area, and not only that, but we finally got all 7 of the secret treasures, which means this game must be over. We have finally completed this game, right? Right? Not really. we still has more story left to go, so yeah, stick around for part 9. But until then, this is Starlight Let's Player signing out. As always, Goki Genyo, and have a star-tastic day, everyone.
I knew I would fulfill my dream, yeah. They knew I started from the bottom, now I made it, yeah. The possibilities are endless, yeah, I say, yeah. I got the roots and I got everything I need, yeah. And now I'm chilling with a pretty gentle lady, yeah. She got a kinda gentle personality, yeah. She got them curvy hips and a booty for booty.